Okay, so now we're looking at 1959, and some of the big events of the year was Fidel Castro comes to power in Cuba after the revolution there. In Tibet, tens of thousands of people and the Dalai Lama flee when China invades. The Vice President of the US, Richard Nixon, debates the relative merits of capitalism and communism with the Soviet Union's Premier Nikita Khrushchev while they're in the kitchen area of a trade show in Moscow. We get our first look at the Earth from space when the satellite Explorer 6 takes photos in orbit. And in the UK, the Mini car is released, taking car ownership to a much wider market. On the music scene, Bobby Darin's very popular in keeping that swing genre of music alive with his big hit Beyond the Sea. Jazz is still pretty popular. Ella Fitzgerald is a big star in that world. And also the song Lonely Teardrops is a big hit for Jackie Wilson, which propels him to R&B stardom. And also, interestingly, the profits from this song are used by the writers later to launch Motown Records. In the UK, Cliff Richard has a hit with one of the creepiest pop songs of all time, Living Doll. Sample lyric, I'm gonna lock her up in a trunk so no big hunk can steal her away from me. In the world of film, the two big hits of the year are the biblical epic Ben-Hur, starring Charlton Heston, and also Some Like It Hot, which is a cross-dressing musical comedy with Marilyn Monroe and Tony Curtis. But for me, the biggest song of the year has to be La Bamba by Ritchie Valens. Now, La Bamba is a traditional Mexican folk song, and Ritchie Valens was a bit hesitant about doing a rock and roll version of it. He was very proud of his Mexican heritage and wondered if that might be a bit disrespectful, but he did do it. It works brilliantly, and it went on to be a big hit. Now, tragically, in the same year, Ritchie Valens was killed in a plane crash along with Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper when their chartered plane crashed in a snowstorm in Iowa. And this tragedy was later termed The Day the Music Died and was popularized in the song American Pie by Don McLean in 1971. The song La Bamba, of course, lives on, and indeed it's the only song on Rock and Roll Magazine's top 500 greatest songs which is not in the English language. So it does have an amazing legacy. Ritchie Valens was just 17 when he died, and in fact 8 months into his music career. So it was a real tragedy to see that life and that career cut short. Who knows what he would have gone on to do. So a real loss to the world, but also his song will live on forever. La Bamba by Ritchie Valens.